Welcome back, everybody. Today we're here to talk about The Walking Dead Season 10 Episode 4 because AMC and Skybound, they released some images for the episode. So we're going to go through and break it down. There's a lot of them, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Before I do begin though, spoiler warning in case you aren't caught up with The Walking Dead. And if you are a fan of the show, be sure to subscribe for more Walking Dead content. But with all that being said, let's get into it. Oh yeah, one more thing. I'm going to be doing a Q&A after episode 4 airs. So on my community section of the channel, if you want to, I made a post there. So if you want to go check it out and then leave a question, go ahead and feel free to do that. And I'll be answering it in a video coming out next week after episode 4 airs. But with that being said, now let's get into it. Alright, so episode 4 looks to be a really good episode. It looks to be the Hilltop's time to deal with the Whispers and the Walkers. We're going to start off with some Alexandria Pictures, and I'm happy it's going to be everybody in this episode, even possibly the Whispers. I mean, I know the Whispers are going to be involved, I think, or I don't know for sure, but I do think, and I'll get to that why in a second. But last episode was only Alexandria. It wasn't a bad episode or anything like that, but I love episodes where everybody's in there. So we got the Hilltop, Alexandria, the Whispers in this episode, so a lot of good stuff. Starting off with this image of Negan doing some work at Alexandria. I liked Negan last episode. I thought he was great. It looks like Negan is going to be like a good guy 100% or anything like that. I know the trailer, the Comic-Con trailer way back in July definitely kind of tried to trick us that Negan is going to be bad. But he helped Aaron. I like Negan. Excited to see more of him and excited to see him deal with the Whispers or at least get a good reaction. And they did tease that he's going to be meeting Beta this season. So that's something that's one of the things I'm really excited about for this season, so I can't wait for that. But the next image, we have Lydia here. Looks like she's also doing some work in Alexandria. In the next image, we have Negan and Lydia talking, and it looks like they're going to be bonding, and I think they will bond because they both have things they can relate with one another. Both these people come from groups that, Alexandria, the Hilltop Kingdom, they have fought before, and now they are pretty much ingrained in the community. Negan, we know for sure. I don't know exactly what's going on with Lydia. That trailer again made it seem like I don't know what Lydia's doing really. She said in the trailer that she's not gonna let people push her around and she's not gonna take it. So we'll see if that means she's gonna turn on the people and become a whisperer again, or I don't know, because I don't think she likes being a whisperer though. So we'll see which happens, but I don't think she's gonna become a whisperer. If anything, she may do some sneaky, sly stuff around the community, but I don't think she's gonna go back to her mother and be a whisperer. But then again, that trailer kind of made it seem like Lydia was teaching that woman who was part of the Highwaymen, like she was teaching her how to be a whisperer. I don't know exactly what's going on in that scene because it was just like a couple of shots in the trailer, but that's what it looked like to me. And I mean, who knows? Maybe Lydia likes being a whisperer, but doesn't like Alpha, doesn't like her mom. So she left the group, and maybe if something happens to Alpha, she'll go back, or maybe she wants to be a whisperer since she can't relate to these people. That could be the direction she's going, and then that's when Negan can come in and talk to her, and be somebody that we know also Daryl kind of relates to Lydia, and Daryl's friendly with Lydia, and Negan also could jump in and be that person, and that would ease Lydia into the communities. Something like that could happen, but I don't think Lydia would go back to being a whisperer. But you guys let me know in the comments down below how you feel about it. Next, we have an image of Carol. Very excited about her this season. Her last episode, she was the highlight of the episode. Awesome stuff with Carol. Can't wait to see another showdown with Alpha. She's my pick to be the one to take down Alpha. You guys let me know if you agree or disagree. But I'm rooting for Carol. Next, we have another image of Lydia. It's nighttime here. She looks like, I can't really tell what's going on in the photo. She has her stick. She looks like she sees something unsettling, but we'll see exactly what it is. Next, we go to the Hilltop where we have Ezekiel and Jerry finally at the Hilltop. I'm very excited. We know the kingdom is staying at the Hilltop because of what happened at the end of season 9. Hopefully they go back to the kingdom. I like the kingdom. I say that because I actually like the community of the kingdom. It's super cool. So we'll see if they ever go back. Maybe after the Whisper War, if there's another time jump or something. But it looks like they are going to be at the Hilltop for this season. Next, we got a shot of Michonne here. Then another one of Ezekiel and Jerry. I love these two. Hopefully nothing happens to any of these characters. I don't know. Every season, I mean, even last season, I said like I had a bad feeling about one of these characters. We'll see if they end up going this season. Hopefully not. Hopefully not, because, and I don't think they're gonna do it because of they're both in a way fan. I know Jerry's a fan favorite. Ezekiel's an awesome character. Like he's honestly, I like TV show Ezekiel a lot more than comic Ezekiel. And just because the show has lost a lot of characters already, a lot of main characters, I feel like the show doesn't want to kill off these characters because they're fan favorites. But I love these two. Can't wait to see more of them. And then we have a shot of Michonne, Judith, and Luke rolling up to the hilltop. And they don't look like they're running there because they want to warn them about the walkers. Even though we know the walkers are attacking, it doesn't look like that's why they're coming there, because it doesn't seem like that. You know, Luke is smiling in the back. It looks like they're just visiting, and maybe they're coming to warn them, and it's just like something happened in the car or something like that. But to me, I feel like if they were coming to warn them, their faces would not be all smiles. Like everybody looks sort of happy in this image. But again, something could have just happened in the moment. I could be wrong about that, and I'm sure they're gonna talk about the walkers, but we know that the walkers are attacking. In this next image, we have Luke and Kelly hugging here. I like Magnus group, I really do. And again, I feel like it is the Whisper War, so casualties are inevitable, and I'm just worried for some of these characters. I was really surprised that Magnus group didn't lose anybody during the Pike, so we'll see if they survive the Whisper War. You guys let me know if you think any of them are gonna survive or any of them are gonna die. But I do like Magna's group. And also Magna, we're going to talk more about Magna in a little bit, but it looks like her character is going in an interesting direction this season. And we saw the groundwork laid in episode 1 when she seemed really furious about the Walker or the Whispers and everything that's going on, crossing the border. But yeah, it looks like her character is going in an interesting direction. We'll talk more about it in a little bit. The next image, we have Luke and Magna here, and then the next image is nighttime, and this is when stuff starts going down. You can see everybody's faces. They're looking at something that obviously is not good. The next image, we have Jerry running over, and again, look at everybody. Look at Luke in the back with his hands up. And they, if I had to make a guess, they did release a sneak peek, and I made a video if you want to go check it out on the channel. But in that sneak peek, something happens and people get injured. I think Diane said like 9 people got injured or something in the sneak peek. But if I would have to make a guess for it, I would say that a wall collapsed and a lot of people got injured from that. That definitely could be it, because the walkers are going to be pushing through the walls, I believe. Or at least there's going to be a lot of walkers, and it could happen. And these are like, they're not like gates like Alexandria has. They're made of wood, and I think eventually that many walkers could take down the hilltop wall. So I think that's what's happening. Maybe a wall collapsed and a lot of people on the wall and the people beneath the wall got injured. And that's why we have Jerry running and everybody looks super scared. And then we have the next image. We have Alden here. And again, everybody looks like they don't even want to see what's happening because something horrible happened. And maybe there's some casualties, because imagine like a wall from the hilltop falling on you. And the people who are on the wall at all times, like guarding, that's going to be quite a fall. So we'll see if some people died from it. But again, everybody, and Earl's like turning around here, and Earl's like in the trailer, Earl really wants to go fight, and he's blaming the Whisperer. So I'm excited to see more Earl. I like his character. The next image, we have Yumiko, and we have somebody injured here. You see blood on the face. I can't really make out who that is. It's hard to tell, but yeah, somebody got injured here, and they're helping out people. We got a shot of Ezekiel, and then we have another shot of Alden. This is totally out of order. I think this image was supposed to go a long time ago, but for some reason when it's saved, it came now. But this is like in the daytime, and I think it's probably going to be like early on in the episode when they're working and just like, before all this madness happens. Or it could be after, I don't know. But based on this image, it just looks like they're at the hilltop working. We got Ezekiel here. And then back to nighttime, I believe. We have Magna here. And going back to what I was saying earlier about Magna, her character description for season 10, I made a video talking about it. But it was an interesting one, because it said that she is going to be looking out for herself and her people, and that could be at like the stake of others or something like that. And that's interesting. And there was also that trailer where, I don't know if it was filmed weird or it was something, but there was like this shot that was going around of Daryl pointing his bow and arrow at Magna. And that could just be totally out of context. I don't know. But we'll see if Magna does some interesting stuff this season. Maybe, I wouldn't say turn on her people, but maybe caring about herself and her people, and somebody else dies because of that, like somebody she didn't really look after. But that would probably be my best guess, but we'll see. And in that first episode, I was saying that she looked very pissed off at stuff that was happening, so it could happen. And then we got a couple images of the group inside of the hilltop discussing stuff. Like here we have the group. We have a shot of Eugene and Scott. I'm excited to see more Scott, I can tell you that. I feel like they don't even use Scott that much, and they haven't even killed him off. So we'll see what happens with Scott this season. Another one of the group here. Another one of Michonne. So they're inside of the hilltop, discussing stuff. Probably like the attack and discussing if it's the Whispers. We have a shot of Luke here, bloody and obviously killing some walkers. We have a shot of Yumiko and Kaylee. This is an awesome shot. They're probably killing some walkers as well. And this last image is really interesting to me because it could also be Whispers. Now look at this Whisperer right here in the bottom. Wearing the blue pants. To me, did I say Whisper? I meant to say Walker, but you get what I'm trying to say. This Walker could be a Whisperer. Because, to me, it looks like a Whisperer. Like, we've seen how the Whisperers dress. Like, that, to me, that seems like a Whisperer. And I wouldn't be surprised if there are Whisperers in the mix. And I'm kind of assuming there are going to be Whisperers in the mix, because I don't know if they were going to do, like, another episode of just walkers attacking a community. I feel like they're going to mix it up now. And they were debating that, is it Alpha, is it the Whisperers? So I think if there's some walkers in there, or excuse me, if there's some Whisperers in there, they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, she wants war, let's give her war. So to me, that's what's also happening in this episode. We know in Alexandria there's gonna be like the whole Silence the Whisperers and Lydia thing, and I think they're gonna be debating whether they should go to war, and we saw that in the last episode. I think if there are gonna be Whispers in the mix here, everybody's probably going to be in the same page, and they're going to be like, okay, we need to deal with the Whisperers, especially if they end up killing some people with knives. But you guys let me know if you think it's a Whisper. Do you think the Whisperers are going to attack? Leave all your thoughts and opinions about the photos and the episode in the comments down below. I am going to wrap it up there because that was the last image, and hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you did, be sure to leave a like rating. Again, let me know all your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. If you're a fan of The Walking Dead, be sure to subscribe for more Walking Dead content just like this. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.